Hey guys, Dan here.
Mick here, hello. Well, here it is then. This all started in July 2019 when Dan and I went to Athens to meet up with the guys at Jam Pedals there when we were doing the TPS Special Edition Rattler pedals.
Now, we knew what Jam Pedals did was pretty special, but we didn't understand until we got there and we saw the process and how they did everything, exactly how special.
There are so many things to say about the way Jam Pedals does things, but the one word that sums it up for us is artisans. Custom design, boards, through-hole manufacture, and the kind of crazy lengths they go to for the custom artwork, design and printing.
So Mick and I were pretty much thinking the same thing. We were out one night with the Jam guys in Athens and having a couple of drinks and talking about our favourite effects, as we constantly do. And of course, Harmonic Tremolo came up.
Yeah, we've got Joey Landreth to thank for Harmonic Tremolo
do.
because he came on the show and he played Harmonic Trem. Dan and I kind of knew what it was, but we kind of didn't really. And it wasn't until we heard it in that context that it hammered home to us. Similarly, the Jam guys have a tremolo pedal in their line, but they weren't really that au fait with Harmonic Trem. So we started discussing it, and the conversation went from, yeah, no one's going to buy that, to, Harmonious Monk is happening.
So we're talking about doing the official launch video for the Harmonious Monk.
It is live now.
So fast forward to November 2019 and we're back in Athens and we're listening to prototypes, which was incredibly exciting. And of course, the name by that point had been nailed down and more drinks. And and we're doing this.
We are. Just over a year later. What a year 2020 has been for so many reasons, but you know, the one we all know about. And it's ready, Harmonious Monk. This is Harmonious Monk. So Harmonious Monk is a tremolo pedal with two modes, harmonic and amplitude. Amplitude and harmonic. Amplitude is where you'll find the kind of classic volume modulation that you will know from tremolo effects. Daniel, sir? And the harmonic mode is the harmonic tremolo sound, where you get that moving sound that's kind of part phasey, part tremolo. In addition to that, there are two wave shapes. One is more intense and one is more subtle. On the plus minus switch there, give you a little listen to what that does. So for us, the classic harmonic tremolo sounds are in the harmonic mode, obviously, and in the more subtle setting on the wave shape thing here. What the plus thing we think is really good for is those really stuttery, staccato type trem effects.
Yep.
So Daniel, if you wouldn't mind. So you can mix and match those modes however you like, obviously. And then there is a double speed function foot switch, which gives you 2 speeds straight out the gate. So
Hit it with a bit of gain.
So it's all in there. You might wonder who would use the speed all the way up there to get that almost like ring moddy type effect. Jannis loves it.
Yeah, right.
Because he's like super out there with all his experimental stuff. You must check out Jannis's pedal board.
Now, there's a bunch of other harmonic tremolo pedals out there that we really like, but we did find some issues with them. One of the things was the unity gain. It might be up, might be down. So it was very important to us to have a level control that would go above and below unity. So, here you go, Michael.
I get the exciting part.
Another thing is that it has depth and mix controls. So what we found is that we love, the big soupiness of that sound, but sometimes it can be a bit much. So it's nice to be able to have the depth there, but just turn the mix down a little bit. So let's start with super soupy. that movement is just so lovely.
It's particularly important if you ever want to use it wet dry, because obviously if you're just using it into 1 amp, then you might want to dial the mix back a bit because it's so much there. But if you're using wet dry, which Dan and I do, and you will hear a lot of that in this video, then you can run the mix nice and high to get it up there. Just means you can get it sat where in the ideal place for your mix.
Yeah. And talking about getting it sat in the right place, it also has a bass, middle, and treble EQ underneath. Now, we love where it's set. It comes from the factory set like to perfection. But if you want to just tweak the top end or, you know, tweak the mid-range, it is there to tweak.
Yeah, one thing we find in all pedals, you know, it might be, especially modulation pedals, it might be if you run a buffer before it or something like that, there's too much treble, so you can just tweak some of that back a bit. Often with modulations, especially phasey type modulations, the bass end can get really out of control depending on what amp you're using. So you can just dial that back. 3 little adjustable pots on the inside of the pedal there, and you can just adjust them to taste.
So there we go, Harmonious Monk. We are so proud to have done this with the guys at Jam Pedals. You know, we absolutely love it. Beautiful, all-analogue harmonic tremolo.
The first 250 are going to go on sale from that pedal show store Friday the 11th of December. Patrons, you will have had an email ahead of that. There will be a second batch that will be on sale, some from us, some from Jam Direct in Greece, some from Pedal Empire in Australia, and some from Anderton's in the UK. And if that all goes well, it will go on general release after that. We shall wait and see. So if you want one, 11th of December, that pedal show store, and then keep an eye on those other places thereafter.
Indeed. So yeah, here's the track with some examples. But thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
Cheerio!
Bye.